So today we're just going to sit down on our bums just for a second and just take a wee minute to settle in. That's all it is, okay? A wee settling down so that we're not just smashing it out on a Friday morning and feeling all flustered and harassed and all the rest of it. Sit on your bum. Now when I say that, sit on your seat bones, okay? Even if you want to, you can pull those bottom cheeks out and get right down onto your sit bones, okay? Because it's really, really important. Just pop your hands on your knees or between your legs, wherever you want. That's it. And just take a wee moment to breathe. Nice full breath. That's all you've got to do. And just take a wee minute to settle. You might just to get out your bed. You might have been rushing about with the kids since 5 o'clock this morning. Either way, doesn't matter. Settle down. That's it. And just take nice full breaths through your nose, okay? If possible, through your nose. Fill this whole body up here, okay? No sniffing. Nice full breaths, okay? That's it. And as I say, we're breathing through our nose, but as we go on, and you're maybe going to struggle for breath a wee bit more when some of the things are a little bit more demanding, breathe out through your mouth, okay? I will remind you, but it's just to let you know you don't have to stick to nostril breathing, because when you need more oxygen in and out, that just doesn't cut it. So breathe out through your mouth when you need to. Okie dokie. So another wee few breaths. That's it. Then come onto your hands and knees. Okay, into a tabletop position. All right, wrists are over underneath your shoulders, your hips are over your knees, okay? You can tuck your toes as well if you want. Now come back a wee bit if your wrists are a little bit sore, okay? You don't have to be in a squared off position, not at all. We're going to do a couple of cat cows, so I want you to inhale, head up and push this core that's engaged, of course it's always engaged, down to the floor, okay? Nice little mini back bend there. And then exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, push your back up to ceiling and feel your shoulder blades open. Inhale, that's it, look up again, push your tummy down to the floor whilst it's engaged. Exhale, chin into the chest, tuck your chin in and push your back up. Now if you're used to doing these, do a few at your own pace, you don't need to stick with me. Inhale. And exhale, we're only doing a few. Got to get moving, not a long class. Can't just be all nice and relaxed. Got to get moving. That's it. So a few more cat cows. That's it. Okay. So from here, come back to a neutral tabletop. Remember this core. Don't just be, nice slouching. Okay. Nice tabletop position. Tuck those toes. Now we're going to come up to downward dog. So first of all, we're going to come straight up in the air, then come back. Okay. It just gives you quite a good alignment if you come up from a tabletop position. And bend those knees, walk the dog out, okay? Your thighs, your hamstrings and your calves are quite tight, so give them a wee stretch out. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart and pointing forward. That's it. Sit bones are up and back, and feel that lovely big stretch all the way up your body. And you're looking at your navel or at the back of the mat. That's it. Nice big stretch. Now just come forward to a plank pose. Okay, stay in here, put your knees down if you want to. Nice plank pose, and then back to downward dog. That's it, stretch out, push the mat away, and then come back forward to a plank pose. Pop those knees down if you need to, and then back to downward dog again. Awesome. So then we're just going to bend our knees and start walking our feet up to our hands like that, okay, feet together, and you're looking forward, okay, with your fingertips on the floor or on your legs, okay, nice straight legs and fingertips are on the floor or on your legs. And then forward fold, chest to your thighs, exhale, that's it, hands on the floor. If you need to bend your knees, bend them, okay, but try and get your hands on the floor, that's it. And then coming up, inhale, hands right up to the ceiling, push up to the ceiling and come back down to mountain pose. Hope you're feeling a little bit more awake than you were a couple of seconds ago. So we're going to do our shreds. We're going to do 3 shreds, okay? So we've got to pack them in. And the first shred that we're going to do is a revolve chair pose. So we'll go and do our chair pose first, and then I'll show you what the move's going to be, okay? Because it is a move, Utkatasana is a yoga move anyway, but your feet are together, okay? Or if you find that really wobbly, put them apart, hip width, okay? It's just a wee bit easier to balance. So you're standing, and what you're doing is you're shifting your hips and your knees back, okay? Don't have them coming over your toes. Weight is in your heels. You should almost feel you're about to fall. Don't fall. That's it. Now, we don't want bendy backs. We don't want this. You tilt your pelvis so you're protecting that lower back. And this is a chair pose, okay? So stay here for a wee minute. Weight is in your heels. Feel your little thighs working. That's it. Remember that pelvis. Protect your back. That's it, and then come back up. Okay, so what we just did there is what we're going to do for the shred with a little bit of a difference, because what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands here in prayer position, and we're going to do a revolve chair. Now it's 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, of course, and we're going to do 8 rounds, okay? So you basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming down into our chair pose, twisting to one side. Now you can just come down in chair pose if you want, but you can twist to one side. If you can, hook that elbow over and then back up. Dead easy, okay? And I'll talk about, we'll do one side for 4 rounds, one side for the other 4 rounds, okay? So hang on, and I'll just start my timer. If my timer's playing ball today, we never know. So get in position, okay? Stand with your hands at your heart, okay? And then we're going to come down. I'll do it this way. We're going to come down like this and up. Down to the one side and up, okay? Remember your form. So just get your bearings the first 20 seconds, okay? Up, down and up, down and up, down and up. That's it. Your first 20 seconds are gone. Just walk side to side, okay? Now, of course, we're going to make it a little bit harder. If that's okay, if you stay there, okay? But we're going to come down. Remember that, hook that elbow if you can and jump, okay? So down into chair pose, hook and jump, back up, okay? Down, jump, keep going. The jump does make it a lot harder. That's it. That's it. Second one done, okay? If you find the twisting too much, just come down into chair pose, don't twist, okay? Let's go again. Feet together, down into chair pose, come to the one side, same side, jump, down, jump, down, jump. Keep going. Halfway there. That's it. Jump, jump, jump. Third one done. Okay, so you should be feeling this in those thighs, maybe in your glutes, hopefully in your core as well. Remember, down and up. Now you can be doing this if you want. Remember those hips and your knees are coming back. So it's not a squat, it's a chair. You don't need to come right down. Okay, adding in the wee jump if you want to. Right, other side. 4 in that side, 4 in the other side. Get ready. Ready? Come down, get your bearings, remember, because sometimes when you change sides, it's a bit different. So look to the side as well, okay? Press the palms together. Nice, strong. Look down at your feet. If you're unsure, that's it, first one done. Look down at your feet. If you can't see your toes, you're too far forward, okay? So, second one in this side coming up. So remember, revolve and have a hop. Have a hop. That's it. And if you don't feel as safe or stable on this side, that's okay. You don't have to hop. That's it. There we go. Nearly done. Walk side to side. Get your breath, okay? Hopefully you should be a little bit out of breath. Down, up, remember. You can be doing this. It depends what level is going to challenge you. Here we go. Remember, hop, hop. That's it. Just a wee hop. Land lightly. That's it. We're nearly there. Only got one more to do. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. Bend chair pose, up, and go as fast as you want. That's it. Only 10 seconds to go. Woo, well done. So walk out side to side, take a little drink of water. That's it. And we'll get ready, counter pose, stretch off from there, and we'll do our next shred. Okay, so stand at the front of your mat, raise your hands up, look at your thumbs. Do that full forward again. That's it. Chest to thighs. That's it. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale up in your fingertips or hands on your legs. Put your hands down, jump or step back to a plank. Okay, so plank pose in yoga. Feet are hip width apart. Nice strong core. Put your knees down if you need to. We'll just hang about here for a wee second. And then if you can, whether you're on your knees or not, push with your toes and push back with your heels and lower to the floor. Okay, that can be quite tough, okay? Especially if you're up on your feet, so don't feel that, oh, I'm rubbish at that one, because it can take quite a wee bit of work. So put your hands into your chest and we'll come up to cobra pose, okay? Now, wrists are underneath your shoulders, you're looking up. You can be here as well. If your wrists are a wee bit sore, if they're super sore, you can be here, okay? Just so you can get the back bend in. That's it. And up into cobra. Tuck those toes and come right up into downward dog. Walk that dog again if you need to. Stretch those wee legs out after all their chair poses there. Stretch the core out. Your core is pretty much always engaged. That's it. Create the space so that you can get a nice stretch. That's it. Then we're going to, remember what we did before? We're going to come forward, bend your knees and come forward to plank. Back to downward dog. Bend your knees, come forward to plank. Back to downward dog. A nice sort of tiny wee mini flow. Bend your knees, come forward to plank and back to downward dog. Okie dokie, and then just come down on your knees and I'll show you the next shred, okay? So we're doing all these planks for a reason. You know what's coming? We're going to be doing planks for our next 8 rounds, okay? Lots of variations, all right? As you know, up on your hands is a wee bit harder, but you can be down here, all right? So you can just be statically holding this for 20 seconds if you want. You can be statically holding this for 20 seconds if you want. So for the first one, we'll do that, and then we'll talk about variations later, okay? So, if you are super duper wonderful at planks, get a weight in your back, okay? Get something in your back, make it harder, make it challenging for you. I'll just start my timer. Okay, let's go. So down on your elbows, feet hip width apart, okay? Just a nice plank, first of all, for the first 20 seconds, okay? Or, if you want to be up here, hold that, push the heels back, okay? Feet hip width apart and pull that core in and down. Come back into a nice wee child's pose. Just to relax for your 10 seconds off. Okay. Then we're going to come back up again into your plank, whatever variation. Okay. Remember, you can be down here if it's hard. On your wrists. That's it. Stay in there. First one's dead easy, isn't it? And then you think, oh, hang on. So that's your second 20 seconds up. Come back into your child's pose. That's it. For 10 seconds. Or relax how you want to relax. Now, come back up. If this is too easy for you, come down onto your elbows, up onto your hands. Down onto your elbows, up onto your hands. That makes it quite a bit harder. Okay, if you're happy on your hands, stay there and rest back in your child pose. There we go. So use your variation next time. Okay, right, back up. So here we are. Remember, you can be down here, or you're up here, or you're going up and down. That's it, pushing up and down. A few seconds left of this one, and then we will vary it a wee bit. That's it. Number 4 done. Come back. Just relax a wee bit. Now, come up into your variation again, so you might be here. This time, we're going to toe tap out to the side. Okay, so regardless of what position you're in, that's it, comes out to the side. Keep going for a full 20 seconds, toe taps, out to the side, feel it in your shoulders, and relax, come down and stretch it out, that's it. You can interlace your fingers like this, it gives you actually a good counter stretch if you're up on your wrists. Come up to your variation again, let's go. Out to the side, toe taps. Nice and strong. You can come back a bit off your wrists if you want, if that makes it a little bit easier on your wrists. Keep going. Keep going, and then come down and stretch it off. Interlace those hands. That's it. We're nearly there. Only a couple more to go. Right, so remember, you can still be statically holding this if you want, if this is too much. Okay, but out to the side. So we're working the shoulders regardless of which position you're in. You're working the shoulders. You're going as fast as you want with the taps, by the way. That's it, down, rest, and then we'll do our final one. So you're always working the shoulders regardless of what position you're in. You've just not got maybe as much weight on them as if you're up on your hands. That's it, back down again. And tap, tap as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Okay, last 20 seconds in this shred. That's it. Keep going, 5 seconds. Out to the side. That's it, and down. On your knees, tuck your toes in. Interlace those hands and really pressing it, especially if you've been up on your hands, okay? A good counter stretch for them. Okay, so far we've been working, well, we've been doing quite a lot of core, haven't we? But we're working a little bit of shoulders today as well. So core, shoulders, and a little bit of upper body in general. Okay, just let me stop this. Have a little drink of water. Okay, and then come down onto your front again. Tuck those arms in like this, okay? So your elbows are on the floor, but you're down. So it's like your plank, but you're down. And you're just going to come up like this into a Sphinx pose. The tops of your feet are on the floor, okay? And feel this wee back bend. And what it's really doing as well, you should feel this in the small of your back here, but it shouldn't be sore. You should definitely feel it though. And the reason that we're doing this is to flex the front of the body, because I think a lot of the time we think back bends is just about bending the back, but of course the front of your body's got to be quite flexible as well. So we're flexing the front of this body, helping your abdominals to stretch out a little bit. And we're sneaking a wee back bend in there as well. Now, if this isn't enough for you, put your hands out and forward and come up into seal pose, okay? So your hands are splayed. They might be off the mat, but just watch your grip, okay? And it just intensifies it a wee bit, that's all. It's not to say that you're bendier if you can do this one. If you're getting more of a feeling that it's doing you better down the other position, do that one. It's not a case of levels. This is a higher level, it's not that at all. It's just whatever works for you. That's it. And we're going to go on and do our final shred. Okay, so just let me reset. Our final shred is again 8 rounds, but we're going to be doing 4 of one exercise, 4 of the next, just to keep you on your toes, of course. Okie dokie, so the first one we're going to do is reverse tabletop. I'll show you this one before we start, okay, rather than faffing about when we're actually doing it. So your feet are on the floor like this, bums on the floor, hands are behind you, okay, about a hand length behind you, okay. Now, what ideally we're going to be doing is lifting up and reverse push-up, okay? Now, if that's too much, what you can do is even have your bum down and do reverse push-up, okay? Try and focus in on your triceps here, and it helps you maybe kind of work the right bit of your body, okay? So you can be doing that, okay? Or if you're up, doing this, okay? Or you can be pulsing as well, okay? And then we'll go down to the floor, legs out, and we're going to do some head and shoulders off the floor, little mini crunchies, because I know you love them, okay? So let me just get myself set up. So reverse tabletop push-ups first, okay? So remember your variations, you're up here and you're going down, and let's just smash these out, because we're not here for that long, okay? Keep going. 10 seconds to go. Feel your little triceps burning. That's it, keep going. And down, okay? Wrap your arms around your legs. Stretch the little triceps out. Remember your variation as well, okay? So you can be here, bum on the floor if it's too much, and coming down and up. Nice and slow and controlled, okay? Because this is still going to work, all right? That's absolutely fine. You should feel this in your triceps, of course. That's it. Keep going. And that's another 20 seconds up. Doesn't it go fast? Wrap your arms around your legs. That's it. Give a wee stretch. And then we've got a couple more of these. Then we'll do our crunches. So up. That's it. Now you can be going right down. Bum can be touching the floor. Or you can be up the top, pulsing. It's up to you. What's gonna hurt more? What's gonna challenge you more? That's it. Nearly there. Few seconds to go. That's it. Down. Wrap your arms around. And of course, we're doing the triceps in this one. This is what's getting the work, but our shoulders are as well, okay? This is a real big shoulder opener, okay? Remember, you can be down here. You're still opening your shoulders up, okay? Or you're up here. So keep going. 10 seconds to go. Keep going. Press your feet into the floor. That's it. And that's you. Wrap your arms around your legs for a few seconds. Then come back to the floor. Lie down. Fingers behind your ears, and you're just lifting your shoulders off the floor like that. So let's go. Feet are out flat and flexed. Okay, that's it. Now again, you can just be coming up, chin to the ceiling. That's it. Chin to the ceiling, don't be hauling your head up, and stretch out. First 20 seconds gone. Stretch out for 10 seconds. There's a wee variation in this one as well. So coming up again, you can come up if you want and pulse. Okay, what's going to challenge you more? It's obviously a little bit more challenging pulsing, because you're keeping the tension on constantly. That's it. A few more seconds to go. And down. Stretch your arms out to the top, feet out to the bottom, point your toes. Just 2 more to go. That's it. Right, and then come back up. Remember, shoulders are off the floor. That's it. We're not doing a full sit up. Feet are flexed. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Feel your abdominals. If you can't feel your abdominals, then you're maybe doing something wrong, because everyone should be feeling this. Just make sure, right, lie down, point your fingers on your toes, and we'll go for our last one. Nice big stretch. That's it. Hands up. Let's go. Remember, you can be pulsing. Okay. You can have a weight in your chest if you want. But keep going. Go faster. Go at whatever speed is easy. And make sure you're not just hauling your head up like that, okay? Chin up. That's us. And down. Stretch out. Lovely big stretch. Point those toes. Point those fingers as well. So you're doing a big, massive morning stretch. That's it. Just stay there for a wee minute. I'll stop my timer. Okay, so from here, we're going to lift our knees up, okay, and let them drop over to the right, okay, so soles of your feet are on the floor, let them drop over. Try and keep this left shoulder on the floor as well if you can, it just helps you get a better stretch. Arms out to the side and look to the left, okay, so now your knees don't have to be right down, okay, you can split your knees if that feels a little bit easier as well. Okay, play about with it. There's no hard and fast rules here. It's just to get a lovely stretch. We've done quite a lot of abdominal work, so just let them have a lovely stretch out, and especially obliques, these muscles that go down the side. So lovely for them to get a stretch. Come up to the middle and go back down to the other side. Now you can look up straight to the ceiling if you want, or you can look to the right. It just intensifies it a little bit. If you feel you want more of a stretch as well, you can straighten that top leg. Feel how that changes things. Okay, there's a bit more of a leverage there if you want to. Okay, just be mindful of the lower back. That's it. Stretch out. That's it. Now come back up to the middle. Okay, put the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out to the side. Put your hand on your chest. One hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. And you can close your eyes if you want, here. You can also put cushions under your knees if that's too stretchy for you, because your legs are sort of in a diamond shape. If that's far too much for you, just bring them up and just have them together. That's fine. But if you can, let's stretch our adductors out after doing all our planks. That's it. So, as I say, we're focusing mainly on core and shoulders today. But we had a wee bit of tricep work in there, and planks are just fantastic for the whole body, as we know, because they hurt in a good way. That's it. So bring your knees up. Now keep your knees together and walk your feet out to the side of the mat. So your knees are kind of knocked together, and you can put your hands up ahead, up above your head. That's it. And just feel that stretch as well. Okay, now feel free to please go on stretching. Other than that, lie your feet down to the sides of the mat and just pop your hands, just relax, just put your hands down by your sides like this. That's it, just lie there for a few minutes and check in with yourself while you're doing this. Depends how knackered you are, I find. Sometimes you just lie here and think, thank goodness that's over. Other times you lie here and think, that's brilliant, I'm so glad I've done it, you know, all these other things. No two workouts are the same, are they? But just check in, are there any aches and pains? Is there anywhere that you maybe thought was tighter or whatever? Just have a wee check in, nice breathing. Your breathing should have maybe calmed down a bit by now as well. That's it. And feel free to stay there. We're very time limited in half an hour, but feel free to stay there for as long as you want in a Shavasana pose. It is a yoga pose. So if you're used to doing yoga, please just continue on and do a nice long Shavasana or some stretching or something like that. Other than that, you can sit up with your legs crossed. If your core's still working, sit up with your legs crossed, that's it. So I hope this practice heals and strengthens your body and your mind. Namaste. So thank you for joining me in this yoga shred. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, or if you're going to bed, have a lovely sleep, and we'll see you next time. See you later.